Okay, hi everybody, it's me. Wrong connection too. This is gonna be Inspectre. Sorry, my nose here. Spectra. Um, season 2, episode 11. Sleeping murder. Now I know I was kind of being very low grade on her, but that's because I wasn't seeing the whole picture of what's going on here. So the way to really boil down this freaking case regarding Sumi, who was part of the family who was killed, is basically Kotoko needed the 3 children. So the brother, the daughter of the other brother, and the husband of the daughter needed to tell their stories, their plots. And that was the first leg of it. Sure. The second leg of it was that Rion, who is... Get this guy's name. Let me see. What was this guy's name? Rion. Oh. Who is Ryoma's daughter. She basically said from last week, as we saw in last week's episode, that was suicide. And now Kotoko, even though she believed it, then came out and said the real truth behind it. Because the thing is that she can't really tell them that it was an Ayakashi. So she got the whole story, Kotoko, from Fubuki, who is the spirit fox that told her what happened. So the real truth behind Sumi's death, murder, is that it was, in fact, the daughter. But what happened was, the Ayakashi was going to kill her by ripping out her throat as a dog. But someone jumped the bunch to her. Now, if we look at the case again, Sumi is stating that it's a man. But in actuality, she only said that, well, I should say the Ayakashi said that, because to protect her daughter. Now, this revelation went 1 to like a million miles an hour, lickety split. Because the husband of the daughter, the guy's name is Kyoya, he wasn't really too kind of the fact that Kotoko found this out. And he was going to kill her. Sorry, I'm coughing. Which was like totally out of left field. Like, really? Okay. But what ends on happening, basically, the revolution comes out. The president is shocked. He's flabbergasted. You know, this guy's got a tumor in him, and he's flabbergasted. He just really is. Now, the real truth behind this whole ordeal is revealed at the end of the episode. But events go 1 to 1 million when Kyoya pulls out a gun. And he's going to try to kill Kotoko, but then Kurou gets involved, and he gets shot in the head. He comes back to life, and... But, you know, this is the thing about it. It's the same, this notion of they're not human. Kurou's not human. Kotoko's not human. They're inhumans. Dropping a Marvel title? So, this whole notion is being in front and center. And the guy's flabbergasted. And you see, what's funny about this whole situation is 2 people get hospitalized because of it. The president and the daughter, because they now know her guilt behind the events. Now, obviously, she's in the hospital. Her husband's taking care of her, and then you can see Rion. She says, "I don't want to see that woman again." I'm like, holy shit! But what happens towards the end? Even the president is just wondering why he got involved with them. The reason why, by the way, he got involved with them? Because of Rikka. Wow. So now we have this basic story happening here. We're at episode 11, and Rikka again is forcing her hand, Kotoko's hand. What she's trying to do, based upon towards the end of the episode, she's trying to get Kurou to realize, yeah, Kotoko, she's no good. That's the real thing. Now, the thing about this whole situation with the show is this: you're his cousin. Yeah. Why are you really doing this? You want to bang him or something? It's like, eh. But that's basically what occurs, because the president met Rikka, and Rikka told him to go to her. And Rikka is not she's eating eel at a restaurant, and she says to Kurou, "Do you not see what she is?" So that's basically the whole spiel. And this is weird because the previous cases did not get this out of hand. The one about Pinocchio, the one about the Snow woman, because those were really the major cases. There were minor ones here and there, like the apartment building thing, and even before then was the whole doll in the room and that apartment building. That was important, but the real meat and potatoes, if I'm being very judgmental here, were the story of the Snow Woman, of the guy who was being accused of killing his ex-wife, which was a lie, was somebody else, was a woman. And that's another thing I find very interesting. 2 of the 3 cases, the murderer is a female. Is a female killing another female and trying to put the blame on a male. Which is truly just, whew, holy shitzos of shitzos, But that's basically what we're going here with this. So, but unlike the other cases, this is the first time that Kotoko has been told, "You're not human." And really the whole point with Kotoko is that she has the abilities of, well, let's be honest, Odin. Because, the whole point with the missing eye, and the leg, the whole Norse mythology kind of thing with the wisdom and everything else. But it just goes to show that's the story of that. And we didn't really, that notion was front and center in season 1 with Kurou, but now this is trying to be shown about Kotoko, that she's dangerous, she's blah 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 blah, all this stuff. So, I think eventually there's going to be a huge battle or tug of war between Rikka and her regarding Kurou. But this was pretty crazy. The way it concluded was like, really? You gonna do that? Okay. But it all ended the way it ended. I think it becomes apparent now, at this point, yeah, she's trying to get Kotoko away from him. It's pretty obvious. trying to get Kurou to see that she's no good and she's dangerous and you need to leave her immediately. Which is kind of silly because I'm like, you're his cousin. What exactly you want from him? Oh, you're his? To do what? Marry? You're family. You can't really do that shit. I mean, come on. You're cousins. What is it, the South? Sorry if I'm sorry for people who live in the South, but it's like one of those things, where you marry your cousin and everything, kind of thing. And that's what it seems like with Rikka. She's trying to pull Kotoko away from him, but I'm like, okay, are you marrying him? Is that what it works in your family? Very strange. I mean, it's been shown in anime before, but this is kind of like, okay, yeah, come on, let's step up that. But for an episode overall, like I said, very good. 10 out of 10. I'm glad they, I was a little crazy last week with this episode, the last episode. I'm glad it got resolved and we got some clarity. Now I understand there was an actual process to it. She was just trying to get to spill their story, then to have Rion come out with it was suicide, only then to tell them it wasn't suicide, it was murder, and the person was blah blah blah. So, but this was a shocker, and I thought it was done very well. I think I mentioned this in the Trigun review. If I'm not, I'll repeat it. This week and next week, you guys are going to see a lot of anime series reviews. Now, this coming week, not a lot. You're going to see 2. Onimai and Ice Blade Sorcerer Rule the World. I already did Nagatoro review and give my thoughts on that. So guys, go check that out. But that's basically the story there. So next week's going to be the final episodes. Yeah. For Sunday and Saturday. We got Trigun. That's good. And then we got Inspectre. So that's going to be done. The final week in March is going to be pretty bare. The only thing I'm going to have to review, really, episode-wise, is Stray Dogs. So look forward to that. This is Bankai 922. Man, pulling a gun on Kurou, that's not a good idea. He's immortal. You douche. Oh, man. I'll see you guys later. Peace.